Greetings everyone, hey guys, thank you for joining me, and Libra, this is your reading for March 2019. We are using 3 of the different decks of cards which you see in front of you there. The first one is a deck of full tarot by Doreen Virtue, infused with the elements of the fairies and the elementals. With 4 cards from there, then 4 from each of the others. March is a month where we're sort of moving into the juxtaposition of the change of seasons on the planet, from winter to summer and from winter to spring, and for us in the southern hemisphere from summer into autumn. So sometimes this can indicate quite a dramatic change across the planet. Geographically, weather-wise, we can see a bit more turbulence. We can also feel emotions becoming a little different and changed up as well. It is also the time of the full moon at the moment, and apparently it's meant to be a super moon in I'm doing this reading in February, so it's meant to be a super moon in February, which will have some effects through to March as well. So let's see what's in store for you guys. Now, before I started the reading, I had done a little bit of shuffling for you, but I also noted the feeling of, heat, so sort of getting heated up, or feeling hot, so possibly some of you in places where it's very hot, or feeling heated about something in particular, or just finding heat within the body, activation of something. But let's see what the cards are going to say to you guys. So this is for Libra for March 2019. A little bit more for you guys. Okay, let's see what the first one is for you, for Libra for March. The Princess of Autumn, which is the page, if you like, of Pentacles. So people in your reading. Then you have an Ace, which is the Ace of Swords. Then you have, how beautiful, the Star, which is a major arcana, so an Ace and a major arcana. Then we have another person, another woman, or generally female type energy. It doesn't have to be a woman, but this is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's almost like a mother and daughter scenario going on there. Let's see what the other tarot are going to divulge. And these are traditional tarot. This is the Morgan Greer deck. It's probably not that easy to shuffle those ones in that manner. This is for Libra, March 2019. Don't really want to shuffle any more than that, so we will see what's in store. Oh yes, one of my favourites, the Magician, nice. And the Three of Pentacles. The Four of Wands, and another Queen, the Queen of Cups. And I think I said at the very beginning, it felt as if you had people in your life. There's more sort of female or feminine energy here. Let's see what these cards are going to deliver. This is a deck again by Doreen Virtue. It's Saints and Angels. Animals, which that one was out just recently too. In fact, I think overall it's been out about 3 times in the month of March. So animals must be playing a role for people one way or another. Let's see what the next one is. Emotions. Commitment. Oh, Wow. I knew already before I'd finished dealing that I would be reading down the columns for you guys as opposed to across the rows. And this one here, this commitment, is very much what this matches with as well. Now you might be able to hear that rumbling in the background. That's an Air Force plane flying overhead. So there's activity going on for sure. And forgiveness. Nice mix of cards going on here for you guys. I feel that forgiveness and emotions are quite strongly tied up, but I have said I wouldn't read across, although sometimes, you know, you can make changes as we're reading. I've done that a couple of times, and to be fair, they can be read either way, either across or down. I also feel timing is not necessarily 100% specific with this layout, that these messages that you'll be receiving could come at any time throughout the month of March. But let's start with the first column here on the left, and we have the Princess of Autumn, and it says studious, responsible, cheerful and mischievous. Naughty little one. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. And if you want to see the beautiful depiction or artwork done for these cards, they really are very thoughtful, and there's a lot of in-depth stuff in there. I even wonder if you could just about read that book. I also noticed down here a pile of coins there, which is very exciting and interesting. They're gold coins. She does look as though she is in the mode of learning something or pondering how far this is going to take her, or should she be going on a new direction. It's a very active card. There's certainly a lot of learning potential here with all the books in the background. And of course this is the earth sign energy. That coin looks like it's flown out of her hand, or she's tossed it, and it might be going to join this pile down the bottom, adding or accruing to this bunch of coins down here that seem to be by a book, suggesting that perhaps your knowledge, your skills, what you have acquired is leading to your financial disposition. So those words there, studious, responsible, cheerful and mischievous, if you can contain them all and take the optimism and energy from them all and bundle them into one, you generally will find a little bit of success, even if it's outside of the, the square peg in the round hole. We also see the stairs in the background here in the card, the spiral staircase leading sort of on a journey as well, indicating that this is just the very beginning. There is far more for you to travel, and it can be pertaining your career and finances. So a great start to your reading. A beautiful card to look at. So we come down underneath it, and we have of course the beautiful Magician. Now here's one of my favourites. When he's here, there is magic in the air. So it means there are opportunities around you, but you do have to get off your laurels and seek them out and be aware of them when they come. Sometimes opportunities are hidden, and if we're not really focused on a direction or a desire or a wish, we can't see them. And it's like that saying, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Literally, that can be what happens when the Magician is around. Do keep your eye out for opportunities that are going to be quite provident, take you to a future place, sometimes a place you have not anticipated or conceived of yet, because this is the magic in life. This is when these amazing moments of time proposition us, and we have the option to say yes or no, but you've got to be ready to get on board, and you have to be ready to take the risk, to be a little bit mischievous and to be a bit cheerful as well, and go, yes, I'm going to go for it. And at the bottom card of this row, there's animals that have turned up. So for some of you, this may involve an animal some way or another, whether or not this is study that you are doing around animals or behaviour of them, or whether it's association of humans and animals together, whether some of you are wanting to work with or around animals or through them, or whether you have pets that are coming to you, and some of these may be magical opportunities for a new pet and a new connection in life that could be very beneficial in many ways. This is also a card to talk about the earth, Gaia itself, and working with those energies. So feeling about the consciousness of our planet, what we're doing to it, our environment, the ecosystem, a lot of things along those lines can also be pertained within that card message of the animals. So the whole row down there just bodes positivity, and for some of you in a certain direction around this feeling of nature, Gaia, our planet, exploration of that, and abundance, if you like, and providence around career perspectives or propositions and ideas around career and finances as well. So a really great column to start your reading off. We come to the next column and we have the Ace of Winter at the top. And again, I will show you the card because they are beautiful artworks. So there we have the Ice Queen, I guess, with, oh my gosh, another, close-up of a glorious animal, a white tiger there. So I think animals are playing a role one way or another for you guys. And remember, we can find great healing within the animal energies on our planet. So people who suffer from, people who feel as if others don't understand them, so being misunderstood or alone or feeling down or lonely or a bit lost in life, the connection to an animal can often be overpoweringly magical. And this Ace of Winter is connected to the Magician, which is connected to the animal. Now for some of you it might just be that even if you go outdoors and spend time in nature with nature's natural surroundings, and you come across the gifts of animals out there, such as birds or your local animals that you have, whether they be deer or squirrels or like little critters, just connecting with them might give you messages, it might give you power, it might give you information or energy. I think too for some of you there could be the opportunity of a new spirit animal coming into your life. So take the time to connect and see if you are receiving messages of new spirit animals giving you guidance and answers and directions for your future. But coming back to the Ace of Winter, the aces are all about new ideas, opportunities and propositions coming. So what does she say down here? Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So the Ace of Swords can sort of come about when we have travelled a few journeys that have been stalling us or creating blocks, I guess you could say. Sometimes this card turns up when we see things such as a divorce proceedings, the final stages of that, when the papers are drawn up and you receive them in the mail. Sometimes it may be that you have been trying to sell a property or do something with it and finally that comes through. It can be the dissolution of businesses. So when they're dissolved, they may have been going for a few years and you either have come to the point where they separate and go their own way, but you may have been trying to sell them for some time and finally the sale comes through. So this is how the Ace of Winter generally works. It's success at the cost of something is how I always word it. It is a positive card. It does tell you that you are going forward and to celebrate the successes, even if there may have been a little bit of trauma or time taken in getting there. So the card underneath it is also a really good one, and it also denotes success. It's the Three of Pentacles, and it often talks about working in a team, camaraderie, the skills that are acquired through practicing something, through obtaining knowledge and understanding something at a great level. This can be, once again, attached to your career spectrum in life or your creative or hobbies. It can also be attached to finances. So sometimes this card turns up when you are offered a slight pay increase or someone rewards you one way or another for something that you have produced. So it could be an idea you have handed out to a company or a system that you have been working on that is taking structure and taking place and shaping up, and it becomes slightly more public or made aware of at a higher level than it's been previously. So it is a card of success and accreditation and acknowledgement of something you've done, and sometimes, as I said, collaboratively. Now underneath it is the emotions card, and that is St. Dymphema. So she talks to us about healing emotional discomfort, and that Ace of Winter at the top, as I talked about, can sometimes have had emotional discomfort with it. Now I think St. Dymphema is the patron saint of mental health, so she can sometimes turn up when we feel stressed or under pressure, or if there have been some issues that have created trauma in our mental health perspective. So for those of you who need some balance in your emotions, again, I'm getting the feeling that animals could be of assistance, spending time outdoors, connecting with earth, with the ancient traditions of earth, also with balancing, so bringing balance into any emotional dis-ease, if you've got, and I say dis-ease because really that is what dis-ease is. It's when we are out of balance, feeling, sort of either sluggish or tense or nervous. But generally that column is so powerful and positive that I'm not sure where the emotions are coming from within that whole column there. It feels as if they've been underlying, and it feels as if they've been there for some time. I think you're overcoming that, and I think you can move through it, especially if you look positively and look forward. Don't look back, and don't keep holding on to the past. Utilize that magician's energy too, about bringing in new magic. And in fact, we're about to move up to the top card, the Star. You're really lucky, you guys, that you had the Magician and the Star in your reading. They're two of the most powerful of the major arcana cards, and they offer such good fortune and good power and good omen and positivity of success. The Star also helps to reduce any negativity of any cards in a reading. So the Star gives off this vibrant, high vibrational energy that impacts any other cards or any other messages. So the Star, again, it's a really beautiful picture. She is just glowing in this ephemeral colour, this aquary blue-green, probably my most favourite colour in the world, perhaps because the sky and the sea often hold these colours, and they're the luminous parts of our planet. But if you look at the words, she says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Now, it's interesting that it sits next to the Ace of Winter, and it was almost the same message about overcoming challenges. So perhaps in many ways I should have or could have read across the top, across the rows, and I had the feeling that that might have been something that we could have done, but I think we're going to run out of time to change that anyhow. But I do think that for any of you who have been going through any slight challenges, know that the Star brings in such energy and such possibilities and such protection too, and this is definitely from guardian angels and cosmic energy. So do think of that when you have any challenges around you, and approach your cosmic helpers and talk to them and ask for resolution or movement forward as well, and put your wishes out there, because when the Star turns up, it's like being able to wish upon a star, just as you see there. So make a wish and wish upon a star for the things that you want to have happen in your life, for the magical opportunities that you're looking for. And with that Star talking about overcoming challenges and finding happiness, we come to this Four of Wands, which is traditionally known as a card of moving into a happy space. So this card can sometimes be present for people who have had challenges in a home situation, and it suggests that you could be moving into a more positive, energetic space in a home. So some of you, this means shifting and moving around. It can be for a job, so moving to another area of the country or a state or a neighbourhood or even a different country for a career opportunity or option. For others, it just means moving into a new home, so going flatting with new people. Possibly some of you have purchased a new home. It can also mean sometimes going on a holiday and hiring like a rental house, like a Airbnb, or going somewhere for a short time and just feeling, bliss and happiness. It can also represent new relationships coming in, and sometimes the proposal to someone, like a marriage, or inviting someone to marry you, or you being invited to be married to someone, or attending a wedding or engagement as well. So a lot of positives in that card, and right next to it we have the Queen of Cups also, who is an offer of love as well and possible romance. So I feel for you guys there is, there's real harmony, or there's real activation in relationships for you in this month. It feels as though there's a bit of love going on, a bit of romantic love for some of you. And of course, if you're not looking for a new romantic partner, this can be the further embellishment of a partnership that already exists and a recommitment of it, which is where we're coming to down here. So commitment means that you are giving yourself wholly to a situation, and that you are standing up and honouring it. Now this could be, as we've just talked about, the commitment of a relationship with someone. It could be a new commitment such as a marriage or an engagement, or meeting someone new who's very special. Or it could be the commitment to, as I said, an already existing relationship, and just reaffirming the love and the vows and the dedication and honour and respect. Now commitment can also mean commitment to other things in your life, such as a dream to, like we said, dream when the magician is around, and dream big when the star is here. So it could be about dreaming of success with a career project or an idea. It could be a commitment to better health, or to better behaviour, or to better financial structures in your life. But whatever it is, it says love this commitment, honour it, stand up to it, and really know that this is a great time to be able to do it. So a really nice card and a really nice column there with those three cards are again incredibly powerful and positive, and they're like surging out this message of light and activation and hopefulness and positivity and offers and opportunities. We come to this last one, and we have the mother, if you like, of the Princess of Autumn. She's the Queen of Autumn, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So quite often an earth sign person, and quite often someone feminine. She's a little more sedate than her daughter down the line. She's generous, stylish, gracious and practical. And I mean, she's rather the picture of opulence and grandiose spectacle of life, really, with all her glamour and joy and fruitfulness. And look, another animal. One of my first pets I ever had was a rabbit. He looked just like that, and his name was Bobby. Maybe it's Bobby coming in to say hello to me, actually. Although that one there might almost be a hare, I loved that rabbit so dearly, and it was the strangest thing. I had the deepest connection with him. I eventually had to let him go because it was illegal to keep rabbits in New Zealand, and that was the saddest day, to let him go wild. I'd had him for about 4 years, but anyhow, he was one of my first pets, and I know that I've ever since then, as a young girl, had a very deep connection to pets, and they bring me great joy and happiness and connection to many things as well. So it says here, be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, and meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So for some of you, this person here, this gracious Queen of Autumn or Queen of Pentacles, may well be someone who plays a very important role in your life, whether she is related to your finances, career, or more personal, such as friendships or romantic perspective. She could play quite a significant role, so keep an eye out for her and be aware of what she can offer with her generous, stylish, gracious and practical knowledge. She is very good around finances as well. Sometimes she can be a loan officer or someone that you can speak to about finances. She can sometimes be a new employer, a bank manager, or someone who gifts you something. So yeah. Oh, and she's got her cousin, the Queen of Cups, all the ladies out for the reading in March. So some of you could be socialising, and we definitely see that with that Four of Wands. Spending time, you know, with happy, gregarious, pleasant, social outings or events, feeling the connection to the heart, catching up with people you haven't seen in some time, meeting new people as well. And the Queen of Hearts offers all of that too. So given that there's those two queens in a row, there is this feeling of connection, of seeing people, of making new friendships, of making commitments with people, and of making some sort of like a deal or a liaison or something with some people. The Queen of Cups often is associated more with our emotions and our heart and possibly romance for some of you, and she is looking directly at that Four of Wands. So some of you are going to experience a really happy heart connection that involves people, perhaps feminine people, and a home situation in this month of March. And if we come down the very bottom, we have the card Forgiveness, St. Mary of Magdalene. And again, she has a beautiful, soft, gentle, loving energy. So there is a lot of love in this column here. It's just fueled with gentle, feminine love energy. And there is nothing more profound than as a human to be able to forgive. And forgiveness is something that I think is one of the hardest for us to achieve. We understand that we experience many different realms of emotions, and emotions have definitely been playing a role in your month, and I think it is up to you guys to deal with your emotions and to respectfully harness them and to understand them and to listen to them and appropriately utilize them with your relationships with other people. But forgiveness is a powerful one, and I think when we get to the stage of forgiveness, we jump up a level and we receive more, it's a feeling in the heart, like a freeing up in the heart space, and a freeing up of our density. So we become lighter, we become more infused with, I guess in simplistic forms, we become more infused with the higher vibrational frequencies that surge through the cosmos. So we feel more elated, we feel a higher intensity of euphoria and bliss and happiness when we are able to find that stage of forgiveness. So I will read for you the words from the book. The answer to your question involves letting go of resentment, judgment and anger. You already know who or what to forgive. It's the first personal situation that comes to mind right now when you're thinking about it. You don't necessarily have to pardon the action involved, but this card is a message for you to release the toxins of anger towards the person, agency or situation. Unforgiveness only hurts you, not the person with whom you're angry. You're preparing for a wonderful new chapter of your life, and forgiveness is part of your preparation. It's a refreshing and deeply healing shower of love that cleanses you inside and out. This gives you energy, stamina and high self-esteem, and it frees you to be yourself. So I think that is a wonderful way to finish your reading, guys, for March. You have quite a beautiful reading in many ways, and it's talked to you in depth and given you some true insights about some of the things that are available for you to uplift and, focus on some of the love that is coming in, not just from others, but from animals and also from yourself as well. So I wish you all a wonderful March ahead. Thank you for tuning in. Please sub the channel and hit the little notification button, and I love it when you leave your comments too. And check your moon and rising signs. You'll probably enjoy the messages there as well. Much love everyone. Thank you guys. Namaste.